previous video we discussed alignment as a strategic graph. What is alignment? How shall we proceed with it, and how it will be beneficial for our sales process. In our today's video, we'll be doing innovation customer discovery. So and let's get started with this module, that is innovation customer discovery. In this earlier we had talked about customer centric strategies, so we'll be digging more deep into it, that how shall we align with our customers to have the success, to have our project to the path of success. So yeah, who is our customer really? Customer is nothing but someone who is being loyal to us, or who are using our services. And we can dig into three ways to get the discovery, to get some insights. First is embodying, second is shadowing, and third is interviewing. In embodying, we heard customers complain. We understand that, we put ourselves into their shoes, that how or what could be their experiences. In shadowing, we just say observe their strategies or what they are doing alongside, and ask them questions about their actions, their comments, to dig deeper into what they do and why they do that. And then if we talk about interviewing, as its name suggests, that no matter who they are, we just have the one-to-one conversation with them. And that's the most important part. Like, out of these three, interviewing is the most important and most valuable insights provides. Yeah. And golden rules for shadowing and interviewing, if we talked about, we shall have permission to record them, we should take notes, we should have someone who can take the notes, we should have active listening, we should ask why if they are asking, or if they are saying anything, we should have open questions, and keep things informal and human. Let's come to the quiz. First is, why should you find ways to empathize with your customer through design research? First is to convince your team that people care about your unconventional ideas. No. Second is to truly understand your customer and judge if your solution will make a difference in their lives. Third is to collect evidence that supports budget requests. And fourth is because their lives are super interesting and you can live vicariously through them. So no. So we should have to truly understand that our customer and judge if our solution will make a difference in their lives. Second question is, what are the three common forms of empathetic research methods to gain deep insight into your customers? So we just read, that is embodying, shadowing, and interviewing. Third is, you should shadow someone too. First is study the person without having to get permission. First, no. Second, map their digital presence. No. Third is, develop empathy by helping them do their work. And fourth is, directly observe their behavior in person. So the last option should be the correct one. Let's check. And it's correct. Let's move on to the next unit, that is create customer archetypes. So we should have meaningful insights captured from our customers. And how shall we can do that? We can have capture and cluster insights, we can direct quotas to capture their raw emotions and behavioral insights, blind spots, validation and confirmation for our previous hypothesis with evidence. Then we can have edit or refine our patterns and themes to avoid the hassles of making the right thing for the right weather and activities. Then we can create archetypes, the heroes for our innovation stories or so. So let's come to the quiz. First is, what approach to synthesize your research may reveal deep insight from your research? First is, review diverse codes and try to rewrite them as one code that represents everyone. Second is, go to dinner with a friend and role play your subjects to see how your friend reacts. Third is, list all the things that surprise you and analyze why you were surprised by them. Fourth is, seek out recurring themes, including pain points, discrepancies between people's perceptions and their expressed reality. So fourth option should be the correct one. Second question is, when capturing and clustering your notes always, first is capture and cluster alone first, then present to your colleagues for validation. Second is, look for data that confirms or upsets your existing hypothesis. Third is, enlist the help of your interviewees in the process. Fourth is, sort and discard anything that isn't immediately useful. So second option should be the correct one. Third is, what is the core difference between archetypes and personas? So personas have common household names while archetypes have cool names. No. Second option is, archetypes describe characteristics of a user type while personas express the personality of a market segment. No. Third is, personas represent demographics and archetypes represent behavior. Yes. And fourth is, there is no difference. Organizations use these terms interchangeably. So no. Fourth is, what is the core purpose of an archetype? First option is to represent behaviors and habits exhibited by a market segment throughout the design process. Second is to tell stakeholder heroic stories about the opportunity with familiar fictional characters. Third is to avoid leaving clues that might reveal the identity of the people you interviewed in confidence. And fourth is to summarize your findings into one powerful character that anyone can understand. So first option should be the correct one. Let's check. And it's done. Let's move on to the last unit, is give your customers the future now. So as the title suggests, that we are talking about that our customer is our only future. So we are talking about the term future cast. What exactly is a future cast? It's nothing but a global social shifts, cultural trends which we might notice that be happening in today's life, industry trends, evidence and implications. Then we will be crossing the bridge from today to tomorrow, that obviously, so we can move forward towards the future. So let's come to the quiz. First, which of the following is the best way to describe future casting? First is predicting the future. Second is envisioning the future we want to create. Third is fishing the future opportunities that will give us a competitive advantage. Fourth option is a process that minimizes the sense of urgency and burning case for change. So third option should be the correct one. Second is, why should you futurecast before you start ideating? So first is to avoid wasting time and resources if the problem won't even exist in a few years. Second is to future-proof your innovation work. Third is to find new challenges to solve. And fourth is to ensure that you have credibility as thought leaders. So I guess fourth should be the correct option. Third question is, which of the following is a good example of an activity that helps you futurecast? First option is, collect the latest weird and wacky cultural experiences in your city. Second is, tweet predictions to see if people retweet them or if the press picks them up. Third is, create mock-ups of future products and experiences, then put them on an e-commerce site to see if anyone will buy them. And fourth is, attend Burning Man. So first option should be the correct one. Fourth is, how will you futurecast impact your innovation process? First is, it will weed out the teammates who don't share our vision for the future. Second is, it will manage the expectation. It will manage the expectation that you will know the emerging trends even while you are obsessively focused on today's challenges. Then we have, it will stretch your team to create a bolder and more relevant how might we quest to drive innovation. And fourth is, it will find startups that the company should acquire that already have an amazing solution in this page. So let's give you a minute to think about this one, because then we will be completing this module. So just give it a thought and see what option you would like to select for this one. So according to me, the answer should be C1. It will stretch your team to create a bolder and more relevant how might we quest to drive innovation. And let's revisit second question because I have some doubts. So I guess B should be the correct one, not D. Let's select and check. So that's how we have completed this module, that is innovation customer discovery, and in this series we'll be continuing, and our next module will be data quality. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like it and subscribe the channel.